Now, Storm Tracker 12 weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
Dry weather expected as we go through the middle of the week. We'll also see some warmer and above average temperatures in the days ahead, but tracking big changes as we wrap up this week. It looks like rain will return on Friday, and that'll be the first in a series of storm systems that will impact us through this upcoming weekend. Expect these storms to also possibly produce some pretty gusty winds for some of us, and then also we'll be tracking snow levels closely. Some higher elevation snow is looking like a pretty good bet, especially into the weekend. In the meantime, lots of sunshine for today, topping out around 69 degrees in Medford, 67 this afternoon in Wairika, up to 60 in Klamath Falls, and 72 degrees in Brookings with breezy conditions along the coast. Those winds will relax tonight overall, and we'll see some more fairly cold temperatures inland, down to 40 degrees in Medford, 26 in Klamath Falls, and dropping down to about 37 degrees in Mount Shasta, 50 along the coast in Brookings. It will cool back a bit for the coast on Wednesday. Also a mix of sun and clouds. Taking a look at a beach hazard statement in place for Tuesday. So for tomorrow, there will be a moderate risk for sneaker waves, so just be cautious on the beaches on Tuesday. Taking a look at the forecast for the Rogue Valley over the next few days, notice those warmer temperatures getting back up into the 70s for highs. And in the Klamath Basin, we'll also see some milder weather for Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs in the mid 60s and still staying generally mostly sunny. Here's a look at Stormcast. Lots of sunshine for this afternoon. Skies will be clear as we head into tonight. Tomorrow, some higher level clouds will start to develop, but still mostly sunny for much of southern Oregon and northern California. Clouds will start to go on the increase for a lot of spots as we head into Wednesday, but we should stay mainly dry Wednesday, even Thursday. But then the first of a series of storm systems looks to move in Friday. We'll see rain returning eventually. Snow levels starting off pretty high, but we could start to see snow reaching some of our higher passes as we head into Friday night and into Saturday. We'll be tracking that very closely as it does look to stay pretty active as we go through this upcoming weekend. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast, shaking out like this. Winds pick up for the coast late in the week, rain holding off until most likely we head into your Friday. For Northern California, temperatures warming up a bit Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll see highs getting back into the 70s. And then look at that cool down this weekend. 50s with higher elevation snow in Siskiyou County. Also some pretty gusty winds possible, especially Saturday. For the Klamath Basin, mornings will still stay pretty cold, but notice they don't get as bitter as we go through the week ahead. Mid 60s for highs Tuesday and Wednesday, but then tracking that colder weather this weekend, rain and snow in the forecast. We'll be tracking snow levels closely, but higher passes Saturday and Sunday. We could have some problem areas, but still a little ways out to get into exact details of impacts from these storm systems. But wet weather does look to return as early as Friday. And then in the Rogue Valley, notice that warm up into the 70s Tuesday and Wednesday, but rain likely returning on Friday. More wet weather this weekend with breezy winds and cooling temperatures back into the 50s for highs.